Hello, welcome to a league match in the C1 division between Lemonspawn and arfarfarf. I'm Akuchi. I'll be doing solo commentary unless somebody wants to hop on and join me. Yeah, so this is one of the featured league matches for the season. I think it might be the first one that got started up after the Dominion Championships wound down. But yeah, I have never played against arfarfarf. Played against Lemonspawn several times. And let's hope for some good matches. So the first kingdom, we have Daimyo and Souk that stands out. Also Scrap to help clean up the starting cards. So I played a game with Daimyo and Souk recently, and you can get a big mega turn. If you only get like 5 or 6 Daimyos, it might not be like a full 8 province mega turn. But the idea is you clear your hands out, or you clear your deck of your starting cards, and you have all you need is one Souk. That probably makes it easiest. Then you just play all your Daimyos and you play your Souk. And if it's the last card in your hand, that's, say you have 5 Daimyo, that's going to be 7 times 6 equals 42 coins and 7 buys. So that's pretty good. Though this kingdom has Dominate. But once you start adding the green cards, now it's a lot harder to continue the deck. Once you have those green cards, your Souk is not worth nearly as much, It's only going to be worth 3 coins each, and you might not even draw them all the key cards, so very difficult to navigate. There's no, yeah, I'm looking for a way to discard like provinces in hand. I'm not really seeing it. I guess what you could do is you could like dominate a couple times or something, then try to clear out the province with scrap, and then try to get provinces low enough so that you can get them all with your Daimyo Souk Megaturn. I don't know. So what is the opening for these players? Scrap and Moneylender? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Pretty early Souk for Lemonspawn. Just trashing 1 copper. It's fine, although you gotta watch out for terminal collision. I imagine you're gonna want to play with multiple terminals for a little while. Scrap gaining horse is gonna be great if you do pair that with Daimyo. Otherwise, it's a bit tricky for Daimyo to give plus action, right? Obviously, playing it and then playing a Moneylender or a Souk, that's not going to let you play other terminal actions. If you use it with Scrap, you can potentially get an extra action if you have the target for it. Arfarf goes with a Vampire. I think Vampire is usually a very strong card, but I think I would play without it. Just because it does not play nicely with the Souk Megaturn. I guess it's also worth noting this kingdom doesn't have great draw, um, which leads into this Daimyo Souk Megaturn. But yeah, the draw is like you can get good draw with Daimyo and a horse from Scrap, but of course, like that's a little bit difficult to set up. All the other kind of draw options are pretty weak, right? Daimyo Trail, Guard Dog, pretty weak. So great Souk from Lemonspawn. And Lemonspawn's playing with Trail, which gives Scrap a good target, a very good target. Looks like arfarfarf also has a trail. Very nice hand for arfarfarf coming up. Well, I guess it'd be better if they saw their Daimyo. Now, if you do get 6 Daimyo, you can put... You have 48. Yeah, no, that's not enough. It's just not enough for a full, like, game-ending amount of VP. Not on a kingdom with Dominate. So Lemonspawn is a Daimyo in those bottom 5, or maybe 2 Daimyos, but I don't know if he has any other cards. That could be an awkward turn. Unfortunately, I don't see a way to really set that up. Is that second trail really doing much? I'm not sure what that's for. Oh, the Lemonspawn had a second Souk, so that's okay. Alright, well this is looking pretty good. You can moneylender then Daimyo the Souk for a lot of coins. I would not have drawn there. You don't need to. Like, you just cost yourself 2 coins by drawing. Just take action, coin buy, horse if you don't want the silver, which I think is correct. The buy doesn't do anything, but it just gets you 2 more coins off of Souk. Yeah, I'm not seeing much upside. What? No. That's okay. I don't like that play order. It's fine, you get a little extra trashing. But you didn't even know you were going to be able to set that up, right? There's another estate down there. If you had drawn a different card with Daimyo, yeah. Could have been different. This bat is like already looking bad. Maybe you tolerate it for one more turn, like get one more. I don't know. I don't know if you. It's nice to see Daimyo horse though. For arfarf. Arf. Well, this is awkward, to be sure. Your scrap can't give you plus action to play the Souk. I guess it can if you do that. Yeah, you don't need multiple Souks. That's fine. It's just sad for sure. This is going to be the stage of the game where the players try to get the lead on Daimyo. Arfarfarf is player 1 is behind on Daimyo's currently, but that won't last to the end of this turn. Oh, 2 scrap. I didn't even notice that happening. I would not want that in the long term. Does this moneylender even have a target anymore? We know there's a Souk down there. There might be 1 copper. I'm not sure. Let me check. There's no copper down there. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Probably a horse. Says arf, arf, arf. I would be... I don't know exactly what to do here. I want to get to Daimyo if I can. That doesn't seem super easy. Oh, it's a trail. Okay. I don't know. Like, do you want to be trashing trail? It's like good in a way, but on the other hand, you need to get rid of this moneylender. And you want to get rid of the estates. Maybe Bat does that. You don't have a very good Souk this turn just because your hand size can't really get low. Especially since you gain that horse. The minimum number of cards in hand you're going to have is like horse, bat, 2 estate. Um, so, yeah, I mean, Souk is going to make 3 coins. 6 if you daimyo it. I think I'd just get rid of this moneylender. Play the trail straight up or whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna daimyo the scrap, that's fine. I don't think that's necessarily better than using daimyo on the Souk, even though you're only getting 3 coins from it, but yeah, I mean, I think the plan is definitely to trash the moneylender with the second scrap play and then trash 2 estates with bat. I would not look favorably on that silver. I guess you're going to be able to draw it this turn, so it has that going for it. But you're going to have to trash it next turn because you want a Souk-based economy. But maybe maximizing the number of daimyo you get this turn is fine. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Lemonspawn's got a very nice start of the turn going on. Wait, what just happened there? A card was drawn. That cost a coin from Souk, possibly for no good reason. Loses 3 coins, loses 5 coins. What happened there? Oh, there's a trick. There's a trick here. I don't know. I don't think arfarfarf took the best advantage of it. You can... It's a debt trick. I'm trying to remember. Right. Okay. So if you have some coins, right? Okay, you play Souk. Souk gives you 7 coins. You can at that moment pay off debt. And then Souk loses you coins. But if you don't have any coins left, then it's all benefit, no downside. So if arf had played Souk earlier in the turn, doesn't matter how many cards they have in hand. As soon as they have +2 actions, you play Souk, pay off debt, you'd be in a much stronger position. Yeah, this is a new rule change. Well, new for me. I don't play as much as some other people, but with Rising Sun, the debt rules changed. I'm pretty sure that's the new rule. You can pay off debt literally at any time, even in the middle of playing a card. Somebody can correct me in chat if I'm wrong. So Lemonspawn started the turn. Ooh, okay, interesting. Didn't need to daimyo the horse, so can now daimyo the Souk, which is pretty good. Now Lemonspawn could have played that horse and gotten 3 extra coins. Perhaps they should have done that. Well, this is enough for 4 Daimyos, which is probably game winning. Not trivially game winning, again, because he dominate makes it tricky. If there was no dominate, you'd just like buy 6 or 7 provinces and you'd effectively win the game. It definitely is made more tricky. I don't think adding anything else to the deck necessarily helps here. You could add one more Souk, right? Fine, I guess. Another scrap. Whatever. I guess you need to scrap a moneylender, and then you might as well, you want to scrap a trail so you can get plus action, like double plus action. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, this is not the draw that Lemonspawn wants, of course. But this is the downside of Daimyo. Daimyo, very strong in general. Like, you just click Daimyo and you click other action cards, and it generally does strong things. But when you're actually trying to hit a particular card with Daimyo at a particular part of your turn, that is all up to the luck of the draw. So in this case, Lemonspawn can't reserve these Daimyos for the Souk at the end of the turn. Some number of Daimyos, potentially a lot of Daimyos, are going to have to be spent on scrap and not Souk. All right, so let's see if this vampire is going to be... Wait, what's going on? Why is this silver here? You got to get rid of that silver. I don't know. All right, so as arf, I think you have to dominate, and you want to play kind of more of a slower value game. Just dominate when you can. I don't know what else you do though. It's pretty tricky. You could potentially try to curse Lemonspawn with Cauldron. It's a little bit awkward, but if you get like 2 horses from scrap, then you play your Cauldron, and then you buy another action card. You can give out a curse. Curses are a little bit annoying to deal with in Lemonspawn's like Megaturn deck, because that's a card you're probably going to wind up drawing, and you're going to want to have to trash with scrap, but that's like a terminal scrap, and it has to be like at the end if you've drawn everything. It's a bit tricky. The silver was gained last turn to get more money, I assume, Iris, but it could have been trashed this turn. Because as you can see, that silver gave 2 coins, but it cost 4 coins. Not a good deal. See, I'm not sure where we go from here. As feels silly keep on saying arfarfarf. Intentional, I'm sure. The important thing for arfarfarf's previous turn was to try to maximize the number of daimyos that they got. I don't think the silver contributed there. I think some different play order stuff might have... Well, definitely some different play order stuff would have helped. The Souk paying off debt thing, I think would have let them get an extra daimyo. But losing daimyos 3-7 puts Lemonspawn in a very strong position, but again, it's not super clear to me what Lemonspawn's best option is to actually win this game. You could just try to trash down as much as you can as Lemonspawn and just bide your time until there are 6 provinces left, and then you can empty 6 provinces at once. And 6 provinces does like get more VP than 2 dominates. So that's an option that Lemonspawn has. Just wait for your opponent to take a province. You can take a province too in the meantime. Like, there's no risk to that. With the scrap, you know, you can get rid of it. So I guess that's what Lemonspawn's plan should be. He is to dominate this turn, to lower provinces to 6. Yeah. So arfarf trashed one of Lemonspawn's scrap, which is pretty good with a vampire. So yeah, Lemonspawn had to play 3 Daimyos before they found a non-Daimyo, non-Souk card. And now they're deciding whether we should target horse or we should keep drawing. The fact that scrap, there's only 1 scrap left, it's tricky. That could be, if that's one of the bottom cards, you're just not going to be able to Daimyo it. So, yeah, you may have to click the horse here. Not optimal, but you've got time. Your opponent's not going to, like, suddenly win the game while you're not looking. You have 2 trails. Trails are a fine target as well, but, I mean, horse is a better target. So I think I'd just click the horse here. And then you got to figure out how many daimyos you're going to spend on scrap and how many on Souk. You only need to scrap the moneylender, I think. So that's what I would do. Just play out the trails, scrap the moneylender, daimyo the Souk. There's nothing that you want to gain here. So you take the card even though it doesn't do anything. Okay. So yeah, I think I would dominate and potentially do nothing else. Just single dominate. You could double dominate. That maybe is like, you could buy another scrap if you wanted. I don't love that. I don't know. Maybe a second scrap is better than not having a second scrap. Just make it more likely your daimyo can find it. You got to worry about hand size too. So maybe you are going to have to daimyo a trail. I'm not sure. Maybe scrapping a trail gets you enough draw to see your deck. Because you don't have many stop cards, right? Yeah, you don't have many stop cards. You just have Souk, scrap, the province from dominate, and then maybe a second scrap. Yeah, it should be fine. But yeah, we'll see what Lemonspawn. What? I wonder what this change is going to be. I really like how Lemonspawn played this. I'm not sure what Lemonspawn's thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I think what Lemonspawn did was best. Maybe Lemonspawn thinks, oh, I really want a horse in the deck. I don't think that's necessary or even necessarily good. But I don't know what Lemonspawn's planning to buy. I've had the benefit of more recently having a... Okay, what's happening here? It's a lot of scraps, I assume. But what's the upside to this? Oh, is Lemonspawn trying to get rid of the trail? Um, interesting. Trying to increase the odds that they can find just their 7 daimyos in Souk. Well, I guess it's a guarantee. But there's the scrap. So you're only going to be getting 6 coins. But 6 times 8 is enough to buy the provinces. That's fine, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what Lemonspawn picks up here. Anything you buy hurts your next turn at this point, which is an awkward place to be. Oh, you know what arf could do? They could put in a legionary attack. I think that would hurt. Okay, so Lemonspawn, because they don't see their scrap in their starting hand. Well, I guess if they draw scrap off the top, they can probably still get 6 provinces. That might be the only way. Yeah. If scrap is the top card, they can scrap the province. And then they can play... Oh, that actually puts cards in their deck. So they still can't do it. Those are cards that'll be drawn. Complicated. So scrapping province isn't even the way. So they're going to make 8 times 5, 40 coins next turn. But anyways, as I was saying, arfarfarf could try to slow down Lemonspawn with a legionary attack. Arfarf with 3 scraps. I don't know about that. Seems like one too many scrap. Maybe too many scrap. Scrapping the province, unfortunately, puts a silver and a horse in the deck, but maybe that's fine. Wow, 3 Souks. I guess scrapping a Souk would have maybe been better than scrapping the province. I didn't realize arfarfarf had so many Souks. You only play one. Wait, no. You're supposed to play a Souk. No. You're supposed to play a Souk first. You cost yourself 1 coin. Not a huge difference, but. So, yeah, if arfarfarf is tracking Lemonspawn's deck, then they know they can't take another province because Lemonspawn, yeah, Lemonspawn can just end it now. Just play all your daimyos, play a Souk. You get 5 from each of your 8 daimyo plays, which is enough to empty 5 provinces. So if Lemonspawn sees that, that's game. I don't really know what arfarfarf is really like supposed to do about that. Seems pretty hopeless. All right, nice spot from Lemonspawn. And that was the first game to Lemonspawn. Lemonspawn was player 2, I looks like. All right, game 2 we have Joust and Collection. Oh, Lemonspawn hates progress. I have learned this. Wait, no. Lemonspawn hates rapid expansion. That's the thing. A lot of people dislike progress, but Lemonspawn is unique in disliking rapid expansion, which is usually incredible. Okay, arfarfarf with the 5/2. I would be tempted. I don't know if it's any good, but I'd be tempted to open Launch and then Mountain Shrine on the 5/2. You could just open Mountain Shrine and then Patrician. Or you could open double Mountain Shrine. That I don't love because the plus actions is Herald, which is not really good early. I guess you have Launch, but you might not be able to resolve Terminal Collision early because you go into debt with the Mountain Shrine, with the double Mountain Shrine open. It's certainly good if you don't collide them on turn 3. Double Mountain Shrine, that is. Yeah, it's nice to have Launch as a way to resolve Terminal Collision early. This kingdom is... Well, the draw is not great. Not terrible, but you have Herald for draw, which requires hitting an action. You have Patrician for draw, which requires finding a 5 or more cost card. You have C chart, which requires finding a duplicate. And then you have Mountain Shrine, which requires an action card being in the trash, which probably won't happen automatically. Of course, Joust provides a couple prizes, which are very good draw. Although House Carl's a little bit awkward on this board, right? Because it's a Herald-based engine, so you just don't really have a lot of control over when House Carl gets played. And then if you draws too much, your Heralds might hit, and then you give up plus actions. So it can all be a little awkward. Hey, we did the launch Mountain Shrine thing. I think I ended up convincing myself that double Mountain Shrine or Mountain Shrine Patrician was better, but this is fine. Lemonspawn, not the turn 3 that they were hoping for. They will still be able to launch if they get Terminal Collision. Next turn. Can pick up a Patrician here, which is not likely to do anything in the short term. Pretty sure the rewards from Joust cost 0, yeah. So that makes Patrician pretty bad. It can draw Joust, it can draw Collection, and that's pretty much it. So do you buy Launch as Lemonspawn? I think so. Oh, but then, yeah, then your Amulet can't trash. Awkward. I guess you don't. So what's the first 5? I assume Collection. Just get some VP. Arfarfarf could go for a second Mountain Shrine. That's also reasonable. When you're not in debt, you can easily resolve Terminal Collision with Mountain Shrine. So yeah, I think I'd go second Mountain Shrine as Arf. I'm just gonna say Arf. And then Collection. At least one, and then Joust. And then Heralds? Unclear. There's not really much anything worth gaining here as Lemonspawn. I don't want another Mountain Shrine. That's too many terminals. Seachart and Patrician are both weak. Don't want a silver. So it is what it is. Speaking of having 3 and nothing to spend it on, I guess Seachart, just throwing Seacharts or Patricians in the deck is just good for Herald to hit. So it's got that. I think progress is actually pretty darn good in this kingdom. Normally, the downside of progress is once you start buying provinces, top decking those is awful. But in this kingdom, top decking a single province so that your Joust can find it. Like you can top deck province and then maybe that helps. Unclear. And then you don't need to buy many provinces because you're going to get most of your VP through collection, I imagine. You may only just buy one province. You have 3 coins. Is Seachart better than Patrician? I think so. Because you have no 5-cost cards. It's unlikely that Seachart does anything, but it is more likely than Patrician to draw a card. Oh, if only arfarfarf had played Mountain Shrine first and then launched. Well, no, then it wouldn't work anyway. Herald, I assume, with 4. Herald is just way better. It's just like strictly better than C chart. It's so funny. Okay, I wouldn't have done that. Because now you have 3, which is just not nearly as good as 4. Is there any situation where C chart is better than Herald on this board? Well, I mean, if you see an action you don't actually want to play, or there's a particular order you want to play it, maybe. There's that case, but I don't think there's a way to get like a treasure in play for C chart to find. Oh, there is with launch. Yeah, so there are theoretical applications where C chart is better than Herald. At least at drawing the card. Alright, what are we buying? Collection? Joust? Yeah, collection. I want collection. Arfarfarf shockingly doesn't find any of their actions there. Joust? Alright, we got progress in operation. The order in which you play these patricians and C charts is Lemonspawn. Does not matter at all. Patricians guaranteed not to draw. Wait, actually, never mind. You could find collection, but again, you can't set it up in any way that I can see. And you don't have a second patrician. Ooh. If only you had a Joust. I mean, you gotta buy Joust, right? Okay, so Mountain Shrine is active. That's gonna make Arf's deck a lot better. Lemonspawn's a little bit better. It's a potential argument for Lemonspawn getting a second Mountain Shrine. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'd go Joust Herald here as arfarfarf. Yeah. And then get Province next turn. Seems good to me. Oh, can you afford Province launch? Probably not. Certainly not without playing Joust, right? That is an interesting line, though. Oh, and also you couldn't play your 2 Mountain Shrines unless Herald hits one. Which maybe it will. If only Lemonspawn had played Patrician there, they would have drawn that collection. What to do? What to do? Not the best draw. I'd probably launch. You can launch and then gain a Silver's Amulet and draw it up with your Mountain Shrine. I don't know if that's good, but you could do it. I guess you have a Herald down there, which is an argument for not playing on. It's a kind of a weak argument, though. Do it. Launch. Launch. Amulet for silver. Mountain shrine. Trash copper. Why? You going through all that just a top deck? You could have bought a Herald instead of doing all that nonsense. Oh, you didn't even top deck. What was the point of that patrician? Can somebody tell me what the point of that patrician was? In my estimation, Lemonspawn could have had 5 coins here, right? No, 6 coins here. Or 5, whichever they prefer, if they didn't get the patrician. Like, they've got a problem where they just don't really have the money to buy a province. So I think Amulet gaining silver would have been the direction I went. Because then you have Mountain Shrine, Collection, Silver, Joust, Copper, and that gives you 8. You can buy province right here, or you can launch and buy it later. Depends on how many copper you want to trash, I guess. Guess you never need to trash. Let's do it. Let's get those rewards. So here's the thing you can potentially do. You can play a collection or multiple collections, then launch, and then activate, get a reward from Joust, and then you get VP for it. Assuming you pick up, an action. Which, everything except huge turnip is an action. So what's the best reward? I'm not sure. In the short term, Renown can't be played, which is an argument against it. But it is better in the long term to have a Renown. I mean, it can only be played if your Herald hits an action, which maybe it can. Alright, well, Lemonspawn managed to get there anyway. Play collection. No, play collection. No! Misplay. Misplay. Why would you do that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'd consider Coronet here. Coronet gives you 4 coins, the second collection play. That seems pretty good to me. And in the future, it helps gives you plus actions. It also lets you get a collection into play before you gain cards without needing to buy launch. So yeah, I like Coronet. Okay, just trying to maximize the collections I... Wait, sorry, that was a bunch of Herald buys? Interesting. Don't you want more collections? What if Herald finds a Joust and you don't have Province in hand? Wouldn't that be sad? Yeah, Progress is so awful, the way it interacts with literally everything. I'm not sure why Progress exists. Like, is it supposed to be a downside? Because in practice, it pretty much always is. I mean, have we learned nothing from Armory? Top decking, kind of bad. And the fact that, like, top decking is best early in the game, and you're not going to have the Prophecy active early in the game. So I think on net Progress is probably just bad. I guess we'll have data about that. Play data of whether Progress makes games slower and or leads to less VP. Let me see. Hmm. Well, I think Progress does lead to slightly faster games. At least it's faster than Receive Tribute games. And Approaching Army? I'm not sure what that is. Arf, arf, arf. Manages to get a domain spelled a funny French way. That's, I don't know, those golds don't really work in the deck, and there's no way to get rid of them. I'm not thrilled with that. Progress is so annoying. Yeah, I want a collection, but, you know, top decking it sucks, as we can see from Lemonspawn's hand. As Lemonspawn, I might start the turn by playing 2 collections and then launching, just to give C chart a little bit of a better chance to find a card. Unclear. Yeah, and then you can get 3 heralds here. That's pretty good. You potentially lose the collection split, but you have a pretty good chance of a good turn if you get 3 heralds. I guess what you should try to set up is buying collections, then launching, right? If you have enough draw, like buy multiple collections and launch, then you can clear out those collections, and then at the end of your turn, in your second buy phase, you buy action cards. You actually want to be on top of your deck. That's the dream. I don't know if that was a possibility. Arfarfarf has not. Oh, hold on. They haven't bought launch yet? In that case, buy C chart and launch. Then you can play the C chart and draw both collections. Ugh, dang it. Okay. I prefer my line. But this isn't too bad. Launch. Ooh, okay. Nice coronet. Okay, this might be... Unfortunately, you've already used launch, so you can't have that kind of fun. And your bottom card, I guess, is a Joust, which is a little bit awkward. Patrician is uncommonly bad in Arfarf's deck, but I guess it's a target for Herald. Two collections and a Herald, maybe, for Lemonspawn? I'm not sure. Nah, you probably need to get more VP. Collection... Herald, Patrician... Hmm. You could go like C chart Herald or double C chart to get more VP. I mean, I guess Emporium gets you just one less VP. Unclear. So obviously piles are low here. C chart collection and then either Herald or Emporium. Okay. I would launch here. Get the collections in play. Buy more collections. Yeah. I don't know, just buy out the collections and launch, I think. There's a pretty good argument for that. Play Renown. No, I would not do that. Like, you have draw cards left in the rewards. You want to take advantage of them. Yeah, no, I don't like any of this. This is no good. Why would you trash that silver? No, 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 no. I don't like this turn. Instead of Mountain Shrine, I would play Renown. Wait, what? What? You gotta play Renown. What? What was the point of that launch? Does anybody know what the point of that launch was? Can anybody tell me? I guess to get 4 VP from Joust. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, this was an underplayed turn. Alright, so arfarfarf needs to obviously worry about the game ending. They're one buy away from ending the game themselves, which is interesting. They wouldn't have had the money, I don't think, but it is interesting. Yeah, so you just get some stuff, lower piles a little bit, but not too much. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky. Hmm. It's very safe. Or that's playing to be safe. Okay. So how many buys does Lemonspawn have? 6, I think. Because they have 4 collections and they can replay one with Coronet. I don't think they have any other buys. This is a big old undo. Undo from the beginning. This all looks similar except that Beggar is bottom decked. Is that going to result in Herald hitting Beggar? Is that like set up? I'm not sure if that's maybe that's what arfarfarf wants. Certainly they look like they're favored, but I'm pretty sure they could have lowered piles more. Like I think they could have bought one more Emporium and one more Herald, which is obviously better than what they did. But maybe I'm missing a buy from Lemonspawn. Let me look at the rewards again. Huge turnip does not come with a buy. Yeah, it's just renowned and domain, which arfarfarf has. Yeah, Lemonspawn cannot. Yeah, I think arfarfarf could have lowered Herald and Emporium one more. That's my final answer. That's my conclusion. 4 collections. Coronet can replay one of them. That's 6 buys. So basically the same situation, except 2 of those jousts are an Emporium and a Herald, and you have 2 extra VP and 1 less debt as arfarfarf. Lemonspawn is thinking. Lemonspawn seems pretty screwed to me. Now you don't want Herald to hit Housecarl if you're arfarfarf. Not without playing stuff. I guess it's fine if you Joust and then Herald into Housecarl. It draws 3 cards, right? That's fine. Not amazing, but it should be enough to kickstart your turn. Uh, do we need to buy launch? I guess we can coronet the mountain shrine before we buy launch. What are you planning to coronet? What are we planning to coronet? I feel like Mountain Shrine is just like obviously the best target. What? Okay. Oh, collection refunds the buy. Maybe Lemonspawn can win it. That was dumb. I forgot about that. Good thing Lemonspawn saw it. Do they have enough money though? I don't think so. They're gonna need 22 coins. That sure doesn't look like a win to me. Now what do you do? But yeah, okay. I wonder if there was a win there. I wonder if there was a win. Why would you empty sea charts there? Isn't that just asking to lose? I don't understand that. I think it was out of reach. Probably out of reach. But I'm not 100% sure. I think if you played Coronet on the Mountain Shrine earlier, you'd have more draw, which means maybe you can use Corsair to gain the silvers, which is a lot of money. I wonder if there was a win there. Maybe somebody will play it out. That is an odd resign, but okay. I don't approve of that resignation. Let it be known. Okay, 1-1. On to game 3. Lemonspawn thinks there was a win on the previous turn. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Gain and play collections and see where it goes. I don't know if the money was there, but the gains were. Yep, that was the line I was thinking. I still don't think it's enough money. I would not have made this comment in the middle of a match, but it's, you know, it is in one sense the most timely way to make that comment. Because it's fresh in Arf's mind, but it's a little bit like, hey, you misplayed. You may have won, but you could have even done it better. You know, there's like a little bit of that attitude, so hard to say. It's like a, you know, etiquette. It's an etiquette question. Put your thoughts in the etiquette channel. I think there's an etiquette channel. I have it muted, so I wouldn't know. But this is a new kingdom. It has Kitsune and Old Witch. Those give out curses. But you know what we're missing? Never mind. I was gonna say we're missing plus actions. It's really hard for me to get used to Kitsune. It is the only junker that provides a village effect. In fact, it might be the only attack card with a village effect. I have to think that one through a little bit more. So I forget about it. I'm like, I know that Kitsune can be non-terminal, but I always forget that you can actually get net plus actions from Kitsune. So that's a critical card on this kingdom. We've got Panic, which is fine, I guess. Although, ooh, I mean this probably doesn't matter. Like payload on this kingdom probably is far secondary to who delivers the most curses or the soonest. But there's an interesting thing here where you can counterfeit a gold, rebuy the counterfeit, and then the next turn you regain the gold from treasurer. That's pretty decent. It's a lot of buys. It's not a ton of net money, right? You get like 10 money from the treasurer counterfeiting the gold, and then you have to spend 5 to get the counterfeit back, but that's still pretty good. But you also just have Kitsune giving money. Swamp Hag is the third best cursor in the kingdom, so it almost certainly doesn't get gained. All right, what are these players doing? Silver Courtyard, yeah. Kitsune, yeah. More courtyards? I'm not sure about that. I guess you can play him as Squirrel if you want. Tracer says no Old Witch gains. I mean, Old Witch lets your opponent trash curses, which is bad, but are you suggesting that you don't play with any like same turn draw? Just squirrel everything? Is that your plan, Tracer? Maybe werewolf. Okay. I mean, I'd be hard pressed to get a werewolf over an old witch as long as there are curses left in the pile. But maybe if you're thinking about the long game, because yeah, there's no way to trash those curses, is there? Yeah, it's probably correct. Right. You squirrel a bunch, and that helps you trash the curses if your opponent's playing an old witch. Yeah. Okay. I see that. I accede to the logic. Was that? Why didn't we plus actions there? We wanted another Kitsune more than playing the courtyard. But we may have gotten to that anyway if we played the courtyard. Interesting. Oh yeah, swaps in the kingdom. That makes getting extra courtyards uh, better. But getting swap over Kitsune, that's a tough sell, I think. Yeah. So it's pretty even on the curse split so far. My experience with Kitsune has been blowout, like 7-3 or worse curse split. So this is tracking towards pretty even. Oh, we have the panic going on right now, don't we? Panic is active. Everybody's panicking. How do you get money? Oh my goodness. So you get to play Kitsune more, and Kitsune can give coins, but how? I just slammed those Kitsunes. When curses run, I definitely want a treasure. You know, take the key, get 3 coins, so that seems good. But I gotta get Kitsune. So do both each player have a swap? Is that the situation? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want a second swap. Like you have to pair swap with courtyard in your next shuffle for it to be better than just getting a Kitsune. Okay, do you play the courtyard or yeah, you play the courtyard here, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, not what you want to see. Oh, that was playing that played I would not necessarily play that silver. I guess yeah, sure. Getting 2 courtyards is good. You have the swap. Although, I don't know if that swap oh, it does have a target. I stand corrected. So big turn from arfarfarf. Alright, so the curses are gone after Arf's turn. Which is wild. And then it'll be 5-5. So we got a game. Somebody has a second swap. Well, you can always get a second swap from swap anyway. I mean, this play is for what? I mean, it's fine, but why wouldn't you play the swap first? There's really no decision to be made. It's really not a decision. I cannot fathom what the decision here is. Oh, that's a pretty good spot. Wait. That doesn't seem correct. That should have been action coin. What are you doing now? I guess you can gain a silver, but you could have had 2 more coins this turn. I want treasurer. But I guess you can get treasurer from swap, so it's all good. Wow. No silvers in anybody's deck. Courtyard draws 3 curses. So we got to look at piles. Courtyard, of course, very low. Curses out. There's not a whole lot of motivation to get more Kitsune, I would say. But Kitsune and swap are, potential third piles. Anyways, good spot on ARF for the library thing. I did not. I had filtered out library from my mind. I may have never even noticed library, which is a problem. Uh-huh. I feel like these decks are going to be treading water a lot. I like treasure. You can always get it from swap, but I don't love library. Swapping into a library is good. But like actually having a library in the deck, I don't like that. Like here, getting a library is good, right? You turn that courtyard into a library. Kitsune does the village thing. But library also doesn't play well with squirrel if you end up doing that. Okay. Start with swap, right? Maybe Kitsune's will empty because they do play nicely with library. There's a very real limit to what you can accomplish with library draw, of course. You're going to have a handful of junk. You have 3 estates and 5 curses in the deck, and you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them permanently, and you can't discard them from hand. I don't understand why you play the Kitsune before you do anything else. So here you could swap Courtyard for Treasurer. Treasurer, trash copper, and then play library. You get to draw 4 cards that way. Or you could just end your turn here. You could just squirrel a bunch. You could get a treasurer and then squirrel. I like that. I'd get treasure, double squirrel these courtyards. You have 10 coins. 2 buys. Seems good. Take that key. Uh-huh. Oh, you have 3 buys. I don't even know where that other buy came from. Where did that other buy? Oh, you get 2 buys from a panic thing. Yeah. Which I guess is a reason to buy a copper. Yeah. Province courtyard copper. Okay. That's a lot of courtyards. I guess you can swap into swap. I think you do want like 3 swaps as arfarf. Seems pretty reasonable. So courtyard is not obviously going to empty. I don't know how this game ends. Arfarf thinks provinces are in the playbook, and I'm not going to disagree. Library draws 3. Whoop-de-doo. Will Lemonspawn mirror? Are these libraries better than Werewolf? Well, the ones that draw more than 3 cards are better. And then you can swap them out when you don't want them anymore. That's the logic, I think. But our players have only just started to embrace the squirrel draw. This is a new phenomenon. Why are you playing Kitsune before swap? Are you going to courtyard here? I guess you are. Okay. Kitsune? Yeah. Squirrel the courtyard, I guess. There's no copper in the trash. If there was, treasure would be a lot better. But it wouldn't stay in the trash. That's funny. The only way to keep something in the trash is to counterfeit it. At which point, obviously, gold would be better than copper. That's not going to happen, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. That was risky, but it paid off. Why? The order. Okay, swap courtyard for swap and then play it as a squirrel, right? No. See, you just made your turn worse. Yeah, you just made the turn worse by doing that. You got a slightly more money. Does Arfarf have 2 libraries top decked? Maybe that's a reason to not play Squirrel. Yeah, I'm coming around to that. First library is pretty good, so long as you find a Kitsune. No, just 1 library. So Lemonspawn has 3 libraries? Well, that needs to change. No Kitsune to gain. Well, that's not a good turn. So I think Arfarf has like 6 Kitsunes at least. Let's see. No, it was 5-5. I feel like that was odd. Why was that game so against Lemonspawn? They split the curses, they split the Kitsunes. Just a little bit unlucky in the draws. I'm not sure if that resign was correct. I feel like Lemonspawn hurt their chances to win the game by resigning there. What do we have here? Encampment is the plus actions. Is there any way to trash estates? Yes, broker. I recommend getting broker. So arfarfarf has a 5-2, which seems like, sure, I'll pick up a treasure on a 5-2. Seems good to me. Get to pick up an encampment along with it. You definitely want to broker at some point, but there's no rush. Looks like a pretty slow build to me. I guess you can Coastal Haven if you want the 4-3 as Arfarf, right? You have that option. What do you even buy on 3, though? Explo first, Cave says. I don't understand the question. Exploration before broker? No, I want to trash estates. Exploration the second time I hit 4? Maybe. Oh, I guess you could buy exploration and broker. Right. Yeah, that... maybe? Maybe. Do we Coastal Haven an estate? Lemonspawn says no. What does Arfarf say? Arfarf says no. Are we just spamming encampments? If so, ooh. Arfarf could pick up a gold here if they want to hang on to their encampments. Do they want that? I mean, obviously they want to hang on to their encampments. Do they want to add a gold here? The troubling thing about that is there's no ready plus buy, so it's actually pretty tough to just stock up on encampments. You're going to have turns where you have like 5 or 6 coins and you're like, I don't want to buy a single encampment. That's not efficient. But that's what Arfarf's doing, which is strange. Like, why get the smugglers if that's your plan? Why not get the 2? Why not get another encampment? Unclear. Oh, wow. J-Nails would be outraged by this play. I don't hate it. You need a broker as arfarf. I'd get broker and then Coastal Haven the encampment. Silos is pretty good too, but you need the broker. Like, you need to be able to trash those estates. It's critical. Forgot about the key. Whoa, Lemonspawn does not take the key. Maybe that's fine. It's a nice silos for Lemonspawn, right? Lemonspawn has the treasurer, the broker, the gold. What they do need is plus buy. But anyways, this silos is going to set up a almost guaranteed encampment keep, which is great. Smugglers does nothing. So unfortunate for arfarf, their gold was bottom decked. So what do you do here? I think you need to get charm or courtier, right? What's better? I think the charm. You don't have any dual types. I guess broker. Yeah, I think charm is better. Lemonspawn does not bottom deck their gold. It's looking pretty good. So now Lemonspawn needs plus buy. Oh, can Coastal Haven the gold. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think charm is better than courtier. I'm pretty confident of that. Yeah, the key's not doing much. Unsurprisingly. You need the plus buy. Courtier, we'll see. I think charm is better, but we'll see how that plays out. Like, you need to pair, as Lemonspawn, you need to pair it with broker, which you'll be able to do here. You've got silos, you discard 2 copper. Easy peasy. Oh, you know what you can't do? You can't play the broker anyway. And trash a state with it. Maybe you trash the silver. I guess we'll see. Second charm, maybe? Could get nobles as well, but second gold. I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. Charm seems better. Whoa, gains a gold. That's cool. I see, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like that play by Lemonspawn. Oh, are we getting all of the encampments? Ooh. Interesting. What now? Lemonspawn hates plunder, so he'll never buy it, of course. So we'll see if he picks up nobles. Oh, right. With silos, triggering a shuffle to put the coppers like on top of the deck is actually good. I always forget that. I don't know. think you might just play everything. I guess you can Coastal Haven a copper for silos. You could get gold nobles, I suppose. Nobles gold what? Barbarian. Oh, how barbaric. Lemonspawn's trying to attack his opponent. You can't trash Encampment though. But you can trash gold. Although gold can become plunder, so that's not a very good attack. Seems like a pretty low impact barbarian to me. We gonna broker something? Oh, you can broker the barbarian for cards. That seems like actually the good play. But first courtier. I would definitely launch this barbarian into the trash bin. With charm, you've just got so many good targets for broker trashing. I guess you could broker trash the gold. I guess. What? What? No, 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 no. That was not the target. No, 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 no. The target was barbarian or charm or gold. What? You could have regained the gold with courtier. What? Why? But why? Like what? You see the problem here? I don't. I don't comprehend. You're not getting more plus buy. Trashing that courtier is baffling to me. Absolutely baffling. So how's this game gonna end? Both players have plenty of gold, so plunder doesn't seem like it's super important. Nobles will probably pile, but I don't really see any other piles, so probably provinces, but then barbarian attack could turn those provinces into other cards. Definitely limit to how much you can barbarian attack. Nobles is very inefficient plus actions. Hold your horses a second. If you trash the gold, you can regain it with treasure. That seems like obviously the right play. Why would you trash the courtier? It's like arfarfarf's got the plan. Now arfarfarf only has 2 buys as well, so they're gonna need to expand their buy. That's a lot of favors. Wait. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you? I guess we'll see what the buys are. But I feel like you could have saved that gold. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think arfarfarf has a gold down there. What do they have down there? They've got some coppers, I think, along with silos, which is pretty good. This is a long match. Must be said. Mm-hmm. 3 estates. Well, this isn't very good. You're gonna discard those coppers right back into your deck. Seems non-optimal. Oh, it does trash it. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, Lemonspawn, that's so mean. Gentleman's agreement. No barbarian attacks. Come on, that's barbaric. I want to prioritize trashing coppers so much as Lemonspawn. Oh, that's greedy. That's greedy. And here you can see the greed. Probably, I don't know. There's like 4. It's like a 4 out of 9 chance that Lemonspawn finds plus actions. So maybe they'll be fine. What? Are you ever gonna trash your estates, arfarfarf? Get a second broker if you're gonna do that. I mean, that's reasonable, what you just did, but get a second broker then. Barbaric. Maybe you just rely on the barbarians to trash your estates. Ugh. Lemonspawn likes barbarian. I hate it. Because it leads to these games where it's like, what are you even supposed to do? Because if you get province, you probably lose to an opponent that just attacks a bunch with Barbarian. So you have to follow and attack a bunch with Barbarian, and the piles just slowly get lower, and you don't have a lot of control over what's happening. Ugh. Your decks just like get worse and worse, especially trashing encampments with, and you just get nothing. Like you're gonna have to rely on a deck with nobles as plus actions once encampments are gone, if that's how it goes. Yeah, it's rough. Oh hey, there's a curse too. Trashing encampment and giving a curse, that's such a powerful attack. Alright, well it looks like Lemonspawn got bailed out. I'm a little confused why we even played that nobles as plus cards. I would have just brokered. What the heck? Come on, that's not optimal. I guess it's fine. Maybe it is optimal. I take it back. That might be optimal. Huh. That might be optimal. Wow. Ugh. I don't know. When people say Barbarian is weak, I think they're wrong. There are some games where the game is over before Barbarian can do its thing, but then there are games like this where it's centralizing. My distaste for the card leads me to misplay. Lemonspawn spotted how important it was here. Now, definitely Lemonspawn got a little bit lucky with the targets of Barbarian, but they're pretty much, they're almost all good targets. The only bad target is gold, which becomes plunder. Obviously, a state becoming curse is not a great hit. Everything else is a good target. And that's that. That's the end of that turn. Yeah, arfarfarf's deck did. Yeah, too many curses, too many estates. You got to get control. Like you needed to get another broker. That's probably what I'd still do this turn. Noble's broker. Hmm. Is Smuggler's better than Broker for Lemonspawn? I guess there's a plan here. Hmm. I would get the Broker. You gotta trash these cards. You gotta trash these curses. You gotta trash these estates. Feels bad, but it has to be done. Yep. Broker for actions. I think it's optimal. It's like mind-boggling. I've never seen that before. But I think it's optimal. What's the delay here? I mean, you can draw with nobles first, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna broker gold for actions, right? You can smuggle another broker, which, or you can smuggle a gold, which is, It's a long think. I don't know what's going through Lemonspawn's brain. What? Are you like taking the key or something? Why are you trashing copper? You can just silos the copper. It's all good. So you got to. You could have done that a different way. If you wanted to trash the copper, you could have still brokered the gold for actions and played the smugglers, and then drew up the broker, and then played that broker and trashed the copper. Would have been the same thing. Plunder? No, Lemonspawn. Plunder's a bad card. I am actually a little bit confused about the plunder. Like province and plunder, it seems a little bit strange to me. But here we are. Maybe Lemonspawn is thinking, so long as, yeah, no, I don't know. If your goal is to maximize not dudding, then you should have like brokered for favor so you could coastal haven some stuff. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good play, but if that was your goal, that's what you would have done. So I'm a little confused about those buys. You also bought a third broker, which is kind of bonkers. Kind of bonkers. Brokering a broker is a thing you can do, of course. Lemonspawn's, I think, a little bit fortunate that they haven't dudded. Not that their deck is like super inconsistent, but it's definitely not that consistent. Should we broker a gold for cards right now? You know, as Lemonspawn, I would have considered it a second treasurer. Hey, the game ends. The power of Barbarian is revealed in the hands of its champion, Lemonspawn. Alright, 2-2 into game 5. We have Berserker and Governor. That's the game. Now, Berserker is really, well, I hate it, but it's very challenging to afford 5-cost cards once you get Berserker, because it gives no money. You want to play it each turn, and you keep gaining these 4-cost cards. And on this kingdom, as you can see, there's nothing like Herald or Advisor or even a village. So what are you even gaining with Berserker? Like Scrap or Salvager? Because you don't have plus actions. So Berserker is kind of bad, and then it's also the most important card in the kingdom because it lets you draw with Governor and then you play the Berserker. What? Lemonspawn opened Governor instead of Berserker? I guess the idea is you can play Governor and then gain and play a Berserker. Yeah, that's fine. That's interesting. Maybe 5-2 is good. Yeah, maybe 5-2 is good here. So Lemonspawn could be in trouble if they draw 2 estates with this Governor, but it's unlikely. So arfarfarf can try to hit 5 if that's something they're interested in by going plus card plus coin, but they have the Salvager and 2 estates down there, so probably better to just get horse and something else. Scrap Salvager is a nonsense open, says Tracer. Okay. What would you have opened, Tracer, on the 4-3? Arfarf, oh, might not hit 5. All right. Yeah, that's probably game over. We'll see. Like, there's nothing worth gaining for arfarf that costs less than 5. Like, silver, you have to gain. But, man, it's rough. I don't think Lemonspawn should have gained that Salvager. Right? Like, you can't play Berserker and Salvager on the same turn. It seems pretty strange. No, no, no. See, Lemonspawn, no, you need to buy Governor there. No, 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 no. Look at this. This is what you have wrought. Yeah, no, Lemonspawn, you needed to buy Governor there, not second Berserker. I know the attack is intoxicating. Lemonspawn's still very ahead, of course, but it's got to be a horse, and who cares? It literally doesn't matter. Oh, we're great. Third scrap. Is scrap trashing a 4-cost card that you gain from Berserker? Is that even, like, good? You can replace the cards, kind of, sort of, with plus card, plus action, horse, and then you have 1 extra value to get. That, you know, if you didn't have any of either of those. So you get, like, +1 coin or +1 buy. So it's ever so slightly better than not having both cards. And it's a source of plus buy in case that matters. There are others in the kingdom, but they're not good. Berserker time, right? I mean, it's tricky. You want to attack, but you don't want to gain any card. And if you're trashing a 3-cost card, like scrapping a scrap, then you're literally just breaking even. There's no upside. Lemonspawn has one Barbarian Berserker. Will they draw it? Good horse. Okay, there you go. There you go. What a world. This kingdom just looks torturous to me, but that's every kingdom with Berserker, without exception. Can't really play that scrap. I'd just buy Governor. No, yeah. I understand. I understand the motivation, but I think you just get a Governor there. Wow, what a terrible turn. Yeah, there's no good way to trash copper in this kingdom. It's all terminal. Terminal, no benefit. Trash the Salvager, trash the Berserker. This is a good turn for arfarfarf. I don't think next turn will be very good, but this turn's good. Yeah, get the horses. It's all good. Scrap the Salvager. Get another horse. I don't think there's anything to do with that 2 coins. I feel like Lemonspawn has at least one horse. Maybe not. Well, they'll get a horse here, I presume. Whoa, 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 what? What? Why don't you want a horse? What? Why were you holding on to those scraps? Can anybody explain that to me? Why does Lemonspawn want 4 scraps? I would prefer to replace one with a horse. Yeah. I'm not asking why scrap was gained. I'm asking why Lemonspawn didn't scrap the scrap. My ideal steady state deck is as many governors as I can get, 1 scrap, 1 thing I gained from Berserker last turn, and a Berserker. And then treasures. That's my steady state deck. There's like no motivation that I can see to have more than 1 scrap ultimately. Gaining scrap with Berserker adds more flexibility. You know, like you're definitely asking for more trouble if you're gaining a Salvager or a Cardinal or something. So I understand why the scraps have emptied, but I think there's no motivation to hold on to multiple scraps. Certainly not when you have 4. Hold on. There was a governor remodel, wasn't there? It looks like Lemonspawn also didn't want. Oh, they trashed copper. Okay, that makes sense. Unfortunately, Tracer, Lemonspawn's gonna have to discard some of those scraps. Tragic, I know. But yeah, imagine if they had trashed a scrap last turn, that might be a horse in hand. And if not that, well, I think it'd be something. It'd be something else. Three scraps in the trash. I assume Lemonspawn doesn't have five, but I could be wrong. Card action horse. Congratulations. All right. Lemonspawn has trash more copper. I don't know if that matters, but they have done that. Is arfarfarf going to win the governors for 6-4? Is that the situation? Lemonspawn literally had 5 scraps in deck and refused to trash one of them 2 turns ago. Literally 5. That was a little fast. I wonder if he should have governor trashed that horse. Okay, I guess you're just gonna buy the last governor. Yeah, I think it would have been better to governor trash that horse into governor. Unclear. It's nice to have golds in deck, of course. Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe, huh? Team Enco. And this is perhaps evidence that I shouldn't resign Berserker games so early, but they are very unpleasant to me, and that contributes quite a lot. But I have seen somebody get like the big advantage in Berserker attacks early, and the other person managed to come back. Okay, will Lemonspawn trash the scrap with the scrap? We're about to find out. Maybe he'll trash the silvers, which is fine also. I guess. Thank you. Why not? Should we have trashed that silver? You can guarantee 8 coins if that's what you're after. Still scrapping the silver. Piazza? That can't be correct on a governor board. That should be province. I think that should be province. Piazza's okay, but it's just like, it's got to be late enough in the game. No, Lemonspawn did have 8. Pretty sure. If you, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he had 7. There was definitely a silver he didn't play, but I thought there was also a copper he didn't play. Maybe not. Why are we doing that? Unclear. Get provinces. You will win the game if you have provinces. I recommend it. I strongly recommend it. I suppose you could buy province Piazza here as arfarfarf, gain gold, buy province Piazza. Okay. That's pretty good. I like that. It's arfarfarf's game to lose at this point. Lemonspawn does have the advantage of fewer coppers in deck. Arfarfarf has 7. Lemonspawn has 4. So that's a little unlucky that the horses were bottom decked. Lemonspawn didn't have the opportunity to gain any golds. Maybe they should have just done it anyway. If they knew they had the horses down there, they probably should have just gained the gold and like scrapped to draw them, right? You could have just scrapped the salvager before you played that last governor, I think. What? Scrap the salvager. Oh, you can play salvager this turn. Okay, sure. But should you? Okay. I see where this is going. The piazza value. Lemonspawn's still in this game. But salvagers are really low. What? What? No, you're gonna... No, what? Why wouldn't you scrap the salvager, draw it up, get another horse or whatever, and then salvage the copper? Why do you want 2 salvagers in your deck? Maybe to try to win next turn? If Piazza hits? I'm a little confused. As arfarfarf, I'm gaining at least 2 provinces this turn. It's probably safe to gain 3 provinces this turn. There might be a win. Arfarfarf. Oh, arfarfarf hit with Piazza. So there's probably a win. They have a salvager, presumably, and if they don't, they can gain one. So they just need to scrap for buy twice. No, even just once. One scrap for... No. You need the VP. Oh, but you can get it from Governor. Yeah, I think there are ways to win here. You can Governor for province at some point. But this Governor can be draw. Seems fine to me. Interesting. That's interesting. Did not see that line. It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. It's good to do the hand size attack before you Governor remodel to limit the opponent's options. Ooh, shouldn't Lemonspawn have kept the Salvager so they could turn it into a duchy? Lemonspawn apologizes for their misplay. It doesn't really matter because arfarfarf can take a province. Oh, that all happens on the... What? Wow, that order is so interesting. So now arfarfarf does need to be worried, like, if Lemonspawn has another Salvager. Wait, did they discard 2 Salvager? Did they still discard a Salvager? Yeah, they did. Lemonspawn is still not playing maximally defensively. I mean, it's tough for Lemonspawn, right? Because if you keep two salvagers, you're kind of not having a turn of your own. So it's rough either way. But yeah, arfarfarf just needs to turn this gold into a province. And if Lemonspawn doesn't get another duchy, they win. It seems like a win to me. You scrap a salvager. Wait, what happened? What happened? Why didn't the governor... Oh, the governor... Why did you draw a card? Oh. I don't know what's going on now. I don't know what's going on now. Maybe you can salvage a gold and it works. Does it work? Nine plus 7, 16. This is enough. You buy province double salvager. This works. It's exactly there. Baffling that scrap gained a horse and not a coin. Maybe arfarfarf isn't looking for the win, right? Because you would 100% take the coin if you were trying to get a win there. Will arfarfarf see it? Because that gold draw was not guaranteed, right? They don't have... Yeah, they don't have 4 golds, so that was not guaranteed. Right. It's good. It's here now. I'm just saying, like, at the point when arfarfarf played the scrap, they didn't know they were going to draw gold. It might have been... Ooh, maybe it was gold horse down there. Maybe it was guaranteed. Unclear. Anyway, the person who got ahead in the Berserker game lost. Let that be a lesson. I don't know what the lesson is, but let that be a lesson. I think both players took a second Berserker when I would not have, but I don't feel confident with Berserker. It's the most tilting card that I haven't banned. These splits are interesting. So we have a... Oh no, arfarfarf had the 2-7. That's definitely the worst split, I'd say. No, sorry, Lemonspawn had the 2-7. Arfarfarf has the 5-4 if you want it. And you probably do want it here. I want to play with Jack because it trashes estates and it feeds Pooka. But I don't know if I want to open with Pooka Jack. Jack nothing. Jack nothing is reasonable. I definitely do that for Lemonspawn. Is it better to buy? I mean, there's also a trading post potential for trashing estates, but I do think Jack is better. It's funny, they both can trash non-treasures and give... Trading post can trash curse gold, has that advantage. But You can also just play with Curse Gold if you're on top of your trashing. Ultimately, you're going to need to get Rustic Village, and you're going to want to play with a patron, because having a villager to start your turn is just so much better if you're playing with Pooka. And you definitely want to play with Pooka here. I could see Trading Post Jack. Pooka Jack is really... this like you're guaranteeing collision, aren't you? It seems so unlikely that they don't collide. Oh, well, I don't like that either. You need to play with Jack. Or Trading Post, but you open neither as arfarfarf. What's the plan here? Arfarf is lucky that they didn't dead draw a patron. But that does put him in a pretty good spot in terms of having villagers. They just need to get some estate trashing. Fairy? Is there even plus buy in this kingdom? It's nomads. That just wasn't on my radar. So what's the plan? You could ferry a trading post to get it next turn, or what? I don't even know. What else would you want to ferry? Well, that was a crazy draw turn 4 for Lemonspawn. Finding their jack on one card. Womp womp. At least I get a coffer for it, I think. Nope. Jack does not reveal. So do you buy Pooka here as Lemonspawn? You still don't have a villager, which is nasty. Yes, thank you, TMNCO. I would never play with Poorhouse in this kingdom. Now, if Patron gave a coffer and a villager when it was revealed, then I'd consider it. Maybe just a coffer. Or maybe just a villager would be enough. All right, we're all set to gain 2 coin rustic villages. Will it happen? Stay tuned. Arfarf needs some estate trashing. Seems like a good time to get it. Pick up a jack. Oh my goodness, Baron. No. Do not like. What do you do as Lemonspawn? Another patron. Okay, okay. Finally, Lemonspawn can pick up a Pooka with confidence. Yeah, rustic village, that makes sense. What's your second get? I mean, Jack is just good. Because it feeds Pooka, too. And you need draw, don't you? And Pooka's the draw. I'm just not seeing the deck that doesn't play with... Whoa, whoa, Lemonspawn didn't get Pooka? That seems That seems wrong. Don't you want to draw? Don't these players want to draw? Oh, finally arfarfarf picked up the jack. Was it correct to discard that patron? I don't know. Lemonspawn just does not want a Pooka. I don't get it. Don't you want to trash copper? Don't you want to draw? Those seem good to me. Oh, there's panic. Never mind, never mind. Never mind. It all makes sense now. I figured it out. Panic's in the kingdom, guys. The treasures will remove themselves. Okay, maybe Poorhouse does get played. Apologies, TMN Co. I didn't see panic. Playing with Baron and Jack is definitely an interesting choice. Well, there were I mean, I think Pooka becomes just straight bad once panic activates, doesn't it? Like you can buy some coppers, I guess. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. I haven't played much with panic, so Lemonspawn is clearly thinking no Pooka, right? So I expect to see a treasureless deck from Lemonspawn, right? He bought Nomads. He hasn't bought Pooka. That seems pretty clear to me. Arfarf, however, could play with a deck where you play some coppers and you just rebuy them, and then you trash a copper with Pooka, and it all, it's a circle of life. How many coppers is just how many targets you want Pooka to have. You need at least 2 to be buy neutral, because Pooka trashes 1. The other copper gives you +2 buys. That's enough to replace the two coppers. But whether you want more than 2 coppers in the deck, unclear. There's also Jack for a silver each turn. A second Jack, okay. Well, that suggests probably not Poorhouse for Lemonspawn, so we might not see it. And honestly, Poorhouse is probably not very good. I think Lemonspawn's just doing a draw to X thing, but draw to X with Jack is it's pretty bad, pretty inconsistent, especially when you don't have like champion or great leader or something that'll just make sure you have all the actions you need. Now you need to see your villages in the right order. Lots of villages. Villagers help a little, I suppose. The panic is about to start. Not yet, but soon. TM. And the plus buys terminal. I don't know. I don't know about this plan from Lemonspawn. Oh. True. That's true. So maybe that means you float 6 coins and buy a rustic village here. No, Lemonspawn's getting a second Nomads. Unclear. I don't know how to play this board. I'm not going to judge. But yeah, here's like the Lemonspawn experiencing the challenges of playing a draw to X with Jack. You have 2 villagers, so you can play Patron Nomads Jack, but then you're all out of villagers. A little bit awkward. The panic has started. Now the fairy on Rustic Village is good. What if you just got 3 rustic villages right now? I think I'd do it. Play a little denial game. Lemonspawn's deck like really depends on villages. I feel like if you give Lemonspawn 5 or fewer villages, they're just not going to have a good time. Yep. Keep clicking that button. Yep, keep clicking that button. One more time. No! I'd play hard denial. I don't like that Baron. Oh, I don't like it at all. Now Lemonspawn can get all the villages. I'd play this Curse Village. Curse Gold, get them all. Yeah. Yeah, big mistake from arfarfarf. I feel like if they take 2 extra rustic villages, they've got a really good shot at winning. What is going on? Oh, okay. Lemonspawn wondering if he should be a benevolent player and leave 1 rustic village for his opponent. Return the favor, but no. Oh, Curse Gold doesn't get returned? No pile. That's okay. Lemonspawn will definitely trash that curse soon enough. But yeah, you do need Trading Post to actually get rid of the Curse Gold. Probably not worth getting. Almost certainly not worth getting. Oh no! Oh no! This is so bad for arfarfarf. It's so bad. Now you can't even play those Pookas in your shuffle, so you just and you have no jack. Like that's gonna take 2 turns for you to get through those 12 cards. That's tragic. Not like Lemonspawn is a great turn. Ooh, is it worthwhile to give up your villager? I would not have played that Nomads. How does one have 2 Barons? Well, you buy one, and then at a later point you buy the second one. Yeah, I'm not seeing the advantage to playing that Nomads. I don't even know how Lemonspawn really improves their deck at this point, to be honest. It's a little hard to tell, right? Because we haven't seen a shuffle with low treasures, like, panic free or, or treasure free from panic. So it's a little hard for me to Oh boy, Poorhouse. It got bought. Classic. Discard your second Baron, draw a second estate. Can't plan for that, of course. Honestly, I have no idea what you do as arfarf. Neither of these. I really don't know what to do with either of these players' decks. Lemonspawn is playing a jack of all trades, draw to X engine that features now a poorhouse, which is uncharted territory for me. Arfarf's deck is a little bit more sensible, but I don't know what. You just don't have enough villages to do anything. I guess I just add a patron maybe. But then patron can't be trashed by Pooka. I don't know. Sure, add some golds, whatever. So do you try to find your Pooka with these rustic villages? Hmm. Well, that didn't pay off. I just don't know what to do. I can't be insightful in this game. How's it going to end, though? We can look at that. I mean, somebody who wants to can pile nomads, but I don't really see a third pile. It could be patron, but I don't think you actually want all that many patrons. Yeah, I agree, Steph. You need villagers more than buys. Honestly, I don't know what you want to buy. I'm very confused. I don't know how to proceed with Lemonspawn's deck. All right, we did it. Arfar found the Pooka. They found a second Pooka. Okay, all right. So it wasn't two full dead turns because they were able to use Rustic Village to seek out a Pooka, which they were managed to find. So okay, only one. Well, I guess it was two dead turns, but it wasn't three dead turns. Pretty nice. Not bad. Look at this. Look at this turn. Okay, it's only a 6-4 Rustic Village split. So Arfarf could have gone up 6-4 themselves, basically, if they had done the Rustic Village denial play, which it would have completely crippled Lemonspawn. Imagine Lemonspawn's deck with just four villages. That just seems completely non-functional. Arfarf, on the other hand, can play with these four villages. It's okay. Is there any reason not to play these golds? Oh, panic. Yeah, so that's Arfarf's challenge. They can get some coins from their one patron and their two barons, but not a lot. But they could just add like another Pooka and then more like hoppers or something. All right, here's my pitch. Gold Pooka and then end coppers. That's my pitch. I don't know how many coppers. I think five. That's my number. Five. Maybe six. Hold on. Did a jack get trashed, or is that the second jack? Because I don't believe in second jack. I'm not sure I believe in first jack in arfarfarf's deck. Why do we want jack of all trades in a Pooka treasure based engine? Hmm. Now I stand by Pooka province 6 copper. That's my play. What are you even doing with that jack? You don't want to trash your estates. You have 2 barons. No, that's probably enough. Maybe one more. Yeah, probably one more. Accurate. That was playing gold to buy a silver. Seems like a downgrade. Why aren't there more poorhouses gained? Well, I'm not sure the first poorhouse should have been gained. Hooray, you got 3 coins, and it cost you an action. Alright, so who are you thinking should be doing this plan, Cave? Because Lemonspawn never has more than 5 cards in their hand, so is unlikely to combine poorhouses with patrons. And arfarfarf has only 4 villages and needs pretty much all those actions to draw with Pooka and get any amount of money. I guess arfarfarf, I can imagine a deck that does Pooka draw and plays a poorhouse and gets some coffers from patrons, then plays those patrons. But that deck does require different contents than arfarfarf has. Like arfarfarf has the 2 barons, and they're playing a role in that deck. He's still got, I think, 2 estates. But if arfarfarf never went for barons, then yeah, I could see the poorhouse patron line. But anyways, for Lemonspawn, I think the poorhouse is almost never going to find a patron just because your hand size is so small. All right, let's see. Let's see. We got a province. We got 2 provinces. Okay. We have another poorhouse. There you go, Cave. There's a lot of silvers in the deck. Discard Cursed Gold province, presumably. Womp womp. Didn't find your other Pooka. Maybe if you had bought a 3rd Pooka, arfarfarf, you would have found it. Too late for that. Just go for province. 1, 2, 3. 3 copper. To replace the 3 you lost. No, you needed 1 more. It was important to get 1 more. Probably. I don't know what these jacks are doing in arfarfarf's deck. Maybe it'll be pretty decent here, though. Yeah, it could be decent here. Start your turn with a jack. Draw like 2 cards or something with it. That's not terrible. Maybe you could even draw 3 cards with it, but maybe not. What a weird kingdom. Still not clear to me what the best way to play it is. I think I prefer Pooka draw over just relying on Jack, the way Lemonspawn is. But I don't like arfarfarf's payload. I would have gotten Jack earlier, and then I wouldn't have the estate, so I wouldn't have the barons. So yeah, maybe at that point you do have the patron poorhouse payload. And you don't even need no match for plus buy because you're playing a bunch of treasures at the end of your turn because you want treasures in the deck so that Pooka finds them. Yeah, I think that could all work out. And you have the villagers, so you have a little bit of resiliency. You probably have 1 Jack in the deck just from the beginning of the game. And if you find it in your starting hand, that's great. You can actually draw with it. Only Arfarf had more villagers, more villages. Yeah, I think Arfarf takes those 2 extra villages and is in a pretty dominant position. That I didn't expect. Like, what was the value of that? Why did we play that Pooka instead of the Baron? That seems really, really bad. You lost the rustic village at the top of your shuffle. You lost money. Now you've gained a curse so you can afford a province, which you wouldn't have needed to do. You drew nothing of value. Yeah, no. That was a bad Pooka play. You need more copper. Hmm. What is that poorhouse doing? You have no actions. What on earth is that poorhouse doing? What? You have no villagers. Now, imagine if that poorhouse was a copper. Wouldn't this turn look better? Actually, this is if you draw a jack, this is actually pretty decent. Rustic village into jack. It's actually a pretty good hand. Speaking of a pretty good hand, Lemonspawn found their patron with poorhouse and had no treasures in hand. That's maximally good. That's a lot of money. I feel like Lemonspawn's gonna win if they just stop their turn right now and play these 2 silvers. Well, that was a very fortuitous opening hand for Lemonspawn, let me tell you. But they probably had a decent chance of hitting double province. Decent, an okay chance of hitting double province. Anyway, that was a 3-3 outcome in this featured league match in the C1 division between Lemonspawn and arfarfarf. There's probably going to be at least one more featured match for this season, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Until then.